Our biggest opportunity is setting a more ambitious vision for Auckland and for New Zealand. We have an overly complicated central government.
The attention spans of politicians are much the same as the attention span of a fly.
We have this just-in-time model. The generators don't want to overbuild because they won't get the payback. We do have a policy around free public transport.
Now, why would you bother doing that? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, now my next one today is Qiulae Wong, who is the actual leader of the top party, or the Opportunities Party as it's otherwise known. And we're going to go into the same questions we've asked all the other political parties. So there you are, you're
awesome.
up in the big time now.
Yeah, I am.
You're not quite as popular as me, but you might be.
Not yet.
Okay, Auckland's deal with Wellington. We're a third of the country and 40% of the GDP.
Yeah.
And if you get to be in government and have a bit of a say about things, what would you change for Auckland?
Well, I mean, I think it's great. The Auckland deal was a great start. I think that we could build on some of that long-term infrastructure planning and have more contributions from central government for that sort of thing, and commitment to stick to those plans, because our view is that flip-flopping that is really hurting all parts of the country, but places like Auckland in particular that really need to get on with growing and expanding, making the best of what we've got to offer the world.
Because Wellington treats Auckland like a problem to manage rather than a grown-up city. So what's one thing one power you'd hand back to Auckland from Wellington?
Oh, I would like to see greater control around some of your other revenue sources. So things like a bed tax, I think should be up to the city to make that call.
Why don't they pay rates themselves? Why don't the government pay rates?
Yeah, I mean, contributions to those sorts of things can help.
Well, they should pay rates.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, I guess there's a range of ways that we could increase revenue streams for Auckland, and those should all be discussed.
The next category is rates, CRL, and who pays. I've just put rates up by 7.9%. Why did I do that? Or why did my council do that?
Well, I've seen, obviously, the stories around CRL.
Bingo, you win the prize. Surprisingly enough, you're the first person in here to work that out.
That was only was it last week you were talking about that?
The attention spans of politicians are much the same as the attention span of a fly.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, isn't there? Yeah.
Rightio. Is the rates cap a good idea?
I think it's a blunt instrument that's not going to solve the problem. I mean, councils, I think, are struggling to deliver the services they need to. Of course, we want to drive efficiencies and make sure that the money's being spent well, but at the same time, we have to make sure that if they've got the responsibility to deliver a bunch of services, they have the appropriate funding to do that. Otherwise, we keep kicking the can down the road.
Not bad. Good answer. Pretty good. Waste and bureaucracy. People are sick of money disappearing into the process. I go on and on about I hate waste. More layers, more everything else, radical stuff. What would you do to embed a better, faster, cheaper mindset across government? And I mean better, faster, cheaper. You can embed it. Nobody in this organisation would have heard those three words in one sentence before, but now, because I say it all the time, they kind of hear it. So what would you do to get government to be better, faster and cheaper?
Oh.
Other than just dissolving themselves in acid, which is what I would do.
We do have a very... I don't agree with ACT on a lot of things, but I think the reduction of ministries could be a good thing, because we have an overly complicated central government sort of set of ministries. So
Excepting that they would have started yet another one.
Exactly, which is very big and expensive.
They are the association of hypocritical politicians, in my view, but they're there.
Yeah, we might disagree on which ministries should be prioritised, but yeah, I think that some simplification of that could help.
What would you stop or cut or simplify other than that? What would you go? Enough of that.
I mean, I think things like the roads of national significance, which Treasury have already said
are national party significance.
Yes, which have already, Treasury have already said are not worth it, not going to pay for themselves.
They're going ahead and doing them stupidly.
Yeah, so that's where I think the Infrastructure Commission needs to have stronger powers to just say, stop it.
Well, if we were able to do our own ones, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So we should be able to do that, which is going to be a problem for their own. Getting Auckland moving. Aucklanders want to move around their city. Freight needs to move too, preferably before the goods become antiques. That's quite a good line. I hadn't read that one before. What's your practical plan to get Auckland moving in the next term, and will you give Auckland more control over transport planning and funding? Or would you, if you were the government? Or even if you can get in there as a little influencing
see what we can do
on the side.
So we do have a policy around free public transport. I'm not sure where you sit on that, but I think that would be worth it.
It's getting so cheap now. Why would you bother doing that?
Well, it's getting cheaper, but we still have the cost and complexity of the ticketing system. And so if we got rid of that, we would actually save money and make it more accessible to more people, get more people moving around the city faster, grow productivity.
We've got a good you got into that. We've got a good ticketing system in Auckland now.
Yeah.
The national ticketing system would have to be the dumbest thing.
Well, that's going to, exactly. It's going to cost another close to $1 billion.
Policy for you.
Yeah.
It's cost $1 billion already, hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not bad. Not a bad answer, not bad. But I don't think...
We can talk about it more. Be keen to talk about it.
Free things are never appreciated.
Well, there's a few countries around the world have got a free public transport.
It's only $50 a week for all you can eat now.
Yeah, it's not. But I think for some people it is still a barrier, and so being able to offer them greater accessibility to jobs and getting around the city, I think that there is some health and social benefits there to be had.
Well, good on you for that. Time of use charging, yes or no?
Yes.
Good girl.
I lived in London and...
no, London's different. That's
That's
time. That's not time of use.
Oh, is it not?
That's a gateway. It's for being in an area.
Right.
Okay. This is for being on the motorway at the time that it's jammed.
Yeah.
Or on a lake road when it's jammed or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
So you can get it. You can't escape the one in London because unless you don't go into London. But this one you can escape this by not going there between the busy times in the morning and the afternoon.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Unless you've heard of it. Jobs, tech and selling Auckland. We're the economic engine. There's more than 1,300 startups here. We've got Rocket Lab, Holt, all those clever buggers.
Yeah.
What is your plan to make Auckland a higher wage, higher productivity city?
So I think two key things here. One is doubling investment in R&D. We have woeful investment.
Whose investment?
The central government's investment, because if we don't have that investing at the top of the pipeline for innovation...
But the government are very poor spenders of money.
But they don't have to be the ones making the decisions, but allocate the funds and somebody else can make sure that that gets put to good use. And I think there needs to be good criteria around that, around the kind of innovation that we want to see in New Zealand.
I just see more civil servants deciding, picking winners.
No, I don't think it's necessarily...
What about some way of encouraging private industry to put more into that by some sort of a tax break or something or other on R&D?
Yeah. Increasing private investment through tax credits is a great idea as well.
Very good. Events, tourism and the bed night levy. If you want concerts, conferences, visitors and major sporting events, we need a way to pay for them. Would you support a bed night levy for Auckland?
Yes.
Why doesn't ACT do that?
I don't know. Maybe because it's the people in their key electorate don't like the idea. I'm not sure. Why do you think?
Oh, I think they don't support that because they're basically stupid. I can't think of another reason, really. I mean, the hoteliers want it, or hoteliers want it because they say, oh, cost of living, oh, it's another tax. It's not a tax. Taxes you can't avoid. Bed night levies you can easily avoid. Just don't stay in a hotel.
Yeah, I like that
and
framing.
People who come to Auckland pay for it.
Yeah.
Rest of us were already here.
Yeah.
But nevertheless...
That's what a big grown-up world-class city needs to do, isn't it?
Even dumb shitties and horrible in Congo charge that. So. Paying for the future. We've got bills coming for transport, water, renewals, growth, resilience, blah, blah, blah. More taxes going to superannuation. Everyone promises infrastructure. How will your party pay for Auckland's future without racking up the bill for the next generation? And say something about superannuation, please.
Yeah, well, there's a lot here. Our party has always been passionate about tax reform. And so there's sort of three parts to that. Firstly is the citizens' incomes, putting more money into people's pockets and letting them take home more of their hard-earned money. The second part is a land tax, which I think will help to grow productivity in places like Auckland, increase intensification. And then
what do you think
third
rates
part,
are?
Yeah, we have rates, but that pays for a certain part of...
But they're a land tax.
Yeah, but I think we don't have a full land tax across, all property in terms of, a significant percentage of the value of that land that we're proposing.
Why don't people do that as death duties? Because then it goes to somebody else who's never earned it. So take it then. But people who've got land because they've saved hard to get land, they won't want to pay that. I'll be one of them.
But they'll also be receiving a citizen's income, so it is a bit of a tax switch. So you'll
citizens
receive...
kind of like idiots get the same amount or something or other. Is that what a citizen's income? Sorry for not knowing that.
No, that's all right. It is like a universal basic income, so it means it gives a better social safety floor to those people that need support. Also with increased joblessness around AI, it means that we actually have a way to support that our current welfare system can't. But back to the superannuation, we've also got a compulsory KiwiSaver scheme that we've proposed and getting to the point where everybody has enough or much more significant personal savings by the time they retire. And then superannuation, we might be able to means test in future because of that.
God, you're going to be having more and more unappealing as you go. Why don't you just put the age up?
I think that the challenge around that is that there's more inequity in people that retire at different ages, who have done more demanding jobs. Different ethnicities have different life expectancies, so increasing
they're all going up. And the whole thing about that, the problem with it is that at the moment, because you've fixed the age, the people who are receiving are growing in number and the people who are contributing are reducing in number. But if you move the thing up, you can say exactly the same percentage the whole way through. And if people are going to live longer,
But then surely that's going to slow down. We can't keep increasing it by 2 years every couple of years.
Well, if they suddenly stop growing older, but people are growing older. I mean, a lot of people are working well past 65.
Yeah, I hope I will
I've tried retiring. It's as boring as anything. But, and old people are quite capable of changing and doing something else. The idea, I've worked hard all my life.
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
Absolutely. My mum's 74 and she's only just retired. And I think she'd probably happily keep working.
Put her out to work again. She's got 6 years to go.
Well, she's helping me get elected this year. So she's going to be looking after the kids.
You paying her?
Maybe a few free meals here and there.
Since Trump discovered the Straits of Hormuz, we've had plenty of reminders about energy resilience. What do you got about energy resilience, keeping the lights on, all that stuff?
We've got a very good policy around energy. We want to incentivise more generation and renewables, where we would introduce a capacity investment scheme, which is what Australia has. So the government would guarantee a set price for new generation, which will create more competition in the market, more renewable generation to come online. And then at the other end of that, we propose ring fencing the Crown dividend.
So what's the problem that's preventing more investment in renewables?
Well, I think more investment full stop. The problem is that we have this just-in-time model where the generators don't want to overbuild initially because they won't get the payback for it.
The problem is the lines companies.
They are part of the problem as well.
They are a series of monopolies who are behaving like a series of monopolies. That's the problem, mate, because you put up your bloody thing there and then they charge you shitloads to get onto the system.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got those network reform as part of our policy as well.
Okay. Final Auckland one. Auckland is here. Plenty of problems in the election year. What is the one thing Aucklanders would notice within 3 years if your party has influence after the election?
The one thing that I would like to see, and I would like to make a legacy, is more community spaces that make people less afraid of intensification. Having lived in London, I think I lived in a small place, but getting out and about was just normal. There were so many services on offer because of the dense population and because, we had to provide those great spaces.
Well, that's interesting. So you would have seen the nauseous debate that I had to go through 2 or 3 days ago here.
Yes.
And we had A, which is for people who don't want anything to change, B, you want a bit more, and C and D. Where were you on A, B, C and D there?
Yeah, I liked your idea of going for C.
Yeah. Well, it went to C, SEA, but at least I might have rescued B with a bit of luck.
Yeah.
But there you go, you see, MPAS. Quick answers, rapid fire.
Okay.
Last time you used a hop card?
Last week on the train with my daughter.
Okay, yesterday for me on the bus home to Ponsonby.
Actually, I use my PayWave. I don't use Hopcard anymore.
Oh, well, that's all right, though.
Yeah,
Get on
very
the bus.
convenient.
Okay. Bus, train, ferry, bike, walk or car?
Did you say bike? Bike
Yeah.
would be my preference.
Did you bike here?
I didn't bike here. I actually brought our campaign van, but I used to bike into the city every day when I worked in
Okay,
Wynyard
where do you
Quarter.
live?
Mount Albert.
Oh, I never heard of it. Yes, I have.
Very important electorate.
Ah, dear. Apartment, townhouse or villa?
Oh, we live in a villa, but I'm not opposed
You know,
to
these bloody
townhouses or apartments.
leafy suburb troublemaking
We
Mrs. Fletchers, are you?
yeah, we totally were sucked in by the thing that everyone does and has to buy a big house with a big backyard that we actually never use, and it's just sitting there. So we probably would have been better off buying a townhouse.
I live in an apartment because I don't like mowing lawns.
Yeah,
EV, hybrid or petrol?
EV,
What do you got?
a Tesla, bought before Elon Musk and Trump.
Before
made-
BYDs became cheaper and better.
Yeah.
I got a BYD.
Yeah.
Name an Auckland volcano that is not Rangitoto or Mount Eden.
Mount Albert or Raka.
Mount
Live on the side of it.
Very quick. Look at that. Not only you get one straight away, but you got its Maori name. A piece of Auckland infrastructure besides a stadium that makes you proud.
Infrastructure that makes me proud. I mean, I really like, is it infrastructure, Wynyard Quarter?
Yes, it's sort of infrastructure. It's not a bad answer. I'll buy that. Yeah.
I've worked in multiple different buildings around there over many courses of years and seeing it develop.
Yeah, I
think.
take that. That's very good. Good answer. I've had Sky Tower. It's not a bad one straight out the window. I like the Harbour Bridge.
It is
very
beautiful.
clever.
Yes, I went under that in an electric boat this morning. It was very cool. You should get out. Have you been on the Naut boat?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
If you could take a sledgehammer to one building in the city, which is it going to be?
Oh, my gosh.
One building or
One
anything?
building in the city? I don't know.
In the big city, it could be something in Pukekohe if you can't think of anything here. Not that I dislike Pukekohe.
I mean, I don't love the malls that much because when you're inside, there's no natural light. The older malls. I live by St Luke's, so it's...
I
don't like the lack of natural light.
It's not bad.
But it's a great place for the community, so it's...
If you pull that down, there's a lot of people in, you have to get them out first.
Yeah.
I'd pull down St James. There's a shitty old thing that someone's wasting some money in at the moment. Or better still, there's a police station around the corner that they've vacated.
Okay.
And they're still not paying rates on either. There you go. What's our biggest problem in one word?
I'm trying to think of one word way to say it, but lack of ambition. So it's 3 words, I'm sorry.
Not a bad effort, but traffic is probably a reasonably winning answer, but there are others. Could be racism or food or something or other, I don't know. Our biggest opportunity?
Our biggest opportunity is setting a more ambitious vision for Auckland and for New Zealand and getting behind that together as a country rather than... I should have said division is my one word for what's our biggest.
Division, that's not bad. Yeah, we'll back up and allow that to go, and it's the answer for that one there for that. But we won't adjust the...
Won't adjust my score.
As it is, but we'll allow you to go back and have... Okay. Division's not a bad idea, I suppose, really it is. It's certainly... it is a feature of my council. And the inability to actually do division as well, another feature. Because people don't do division. I do division. For instance, we have to pay $68 million to the Kiwi Rail for track access.
Yeah.
Which works out, if I do division. I divide how many people are going to catch the bloody thing. Works out at $7 per passenger per shot. Yeah. Just to pay for the track before you even buy them.
Yeah.
Bloody train and put a driver in. So it's amazing if you do division what you'll learn. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, that was the leader of... Do you call yourself top or
the Opportunity Party?
The
Opportunity
Party. Opportunity Party, okay. The Opportunity Party. Her name is Qiulae Wong. So thank you very much for coming in. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All
Lovely
the
to
best.
meet you. Good one.